Hello YouTube. Today I want to upload a video to talk about a common problem that happens on a lot of AC systems. And so what happened to me was about 2 weeks ago, my air conditioner just stopped working. The fan would still blow, but I go outside to check on the AC unit and it wasn't running. So I came down here and checked the circuit breaker and saw that the AC circuit breaker, it tripped. So it was off. So I just turned it back on and it started working again. So I went ahead and did some research and found out that the circuit breaker is probably too old and it's worn out. So because of that, I kind of waited, a day to see what happens, and within a couple of hours, it tripped again. So I went ahead and reset the breaker, and a couple hours later, it tripped again. So make a long story short, I went online and went and bought a replacement circuit breaker. So this is basically what I bought. Okay, and you can buy this at Home Depot and many different places. Alright, so I know that I have an older, actually a pretty old circuit breaker panel, and because of that, the original breaker was probably, I'm gonna guess, maybe 20-30 years old. So if you have this problem, this is probably the first place that you want to check. And if the breaker just keeps on tripping, then most likely your circuit breaker is just worn out and you need to have it replaced. So how do you replace it? So first of all, what you do is you take out the screws that are holding the panel. So I have kind of loosened them, for the purpose of the video, and so that's what I'm going to do now, is to go ahead and take these the screws out 100%. Take them out of the panel, and then once we're done with that, then you can see what's actually inside. Now what you're looking at, you see where the gray breaker panel is, or the circuit breaker, that actually is the new one. I've already replaced it, and like I said, that was about 2 weeks ago, and so I waited 2 weeks to make the video just to make sure that it actually works. And I can tell you that since I replaced it, I've not had any problems. I mean, the temperature, I live in Chicago, and the temperature has been in the 90s quite a bit, and the new breaker has not tripped at all, and the AC is ice cold. And so let me get get all the screws out, and once I have them out, then this is the last one. Alright, so the panel's out. So what you need to do is to locate the AC circuit breaker, which for me is this gray one. Again, this one is the new one, And what you need to do is pretty simple. Basically to remove the screw right there that holds the wire, and then remove this other screw that's here. And then there are two mounting screws, one here, my finger is, and then one here down there. Now what's important is before you go in and remove or touch any screws, what you need to do is to locate the main breaker, which in this case is the top one, and you want to go ahead and set it to off. So just push it so it's off before you do anything. Okay, this is very important. So what you do then is you basically cut off the electricity to the entire household, and then all these other circuit breakers, they should then be basically without electricity, and then you can go ahead and work on them. I would still probably use a what they call a insulated screwdriver, and or wrap a piece of cloth around the screwdriver before you go ahead and touch any of these screws. Keep in mind that the metal bar that's behind the circuit breaker, where you see the there is basically a bar that runs up and down of this panel on both sides. Okay, you see that? That's where the electricity is. So you got to be very careful about this. But once you put it back in, you should be good to go. And I thought I wanted to post this video to help others who might be having a problem with their AC, and save themselves a bunch of money. If you call a AC person to come in, probably will cost you, I'm gonna guess, about 300 bucks. I don't know that for a fact, but just the part alone, like I said, you know, is this is the one that I bought. I didn't actually pay the $68.64, but still, you know, it was quite a bit of money. So, you know, that's the old one that's in the box. And you know what? I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and take it off, kind of see what actually is the problem. Well, I don't know if I can show it to you if there's a problem, but you see it's definitely old, and so this is what failed. And so, you know, I took it off. And once you take off those screws, like I was telling you, then it just basically pulls right out like this. And then you just install the new one in reverse order, and you'll be good. So hopefully this helps, and thank you for watching, and have a good one. Bye.